Hey kids, we're back online. We're back live from Guitar Quackery slash Bob Elliott's Music Makers NY, which is this studio here. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, yeah. We have a guitar on the bench. It's a guitar I've been fixing for quite a while, on and off, you know. I took a break over the holidays. Yeah, so one thing that I'm also doing while I'm live streaming, so you are watching a live stream or perhaps a replay. So one thing that I do is I play the live stream also on our, we have a monitor over there. So I play it there. So let me send the live stream to our monitor so people can watch. So our customers can watch. Okay. Sometimes I need a minute. Okay. Bear with me, please. All right. That's the nature of live streams, right? I need a minute to make it happen. Okay, so I took some time off during the, holiday season. Okay, that's playing outside now, I think. It better be. I took some time off, not because I wanted to, but because my body needed a break. And so I usually overwork myself, and then when I take a break during like holiday vacation, I just, my body just shuts down. All right, so let's get to work here. Here we are. Yeah, sorry, at the beginning I was distracted because a customer came right there behind my back and was talking to someone. And I couldn't hear myself think, but I didn't want to say anything, obviously. He's actually a really good customer that is here a few times a week. So this is the music studio called Bob Elliott's Music Makers NY. Lots of good things happening here. One thing that's exciting that's happening here is this place for you. So this is the repair shop, Guitar Quackery. There is a main channel called Guitar Quackery. This channel is called Guitar Quackery Live. So this is a live streaming channel. And if you like the idea of catching me live in real time at work, then subscribe to this channel. My live streams are not scheduled. So whenever I feel like it, I stream a project. So some of the projects are on playlists that already exist on this channel, and this is one of those projects. So now I'm committed to continuing to stream everything I do to this guitar. And I just forgot to send the link to the customer, to the owner of this guitar. So bear with me. Okay. Okay, so the way I do this is like this. Yeah. Okay, let me show you. Can I focus on this or not? Okay, I think this is and focus, not sure. Okay, so here I paste. Okay, and I was streaming part 7, and this is part 8, the part you're watching, and I send this to the customer, and the customer receives this, obviously, and then it allows my customer or customers to watch their guitars being worked on in real time. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I see I have one person watching here. Yeah, so this is a live stream. I'm not sure if you are aware of that. And we're fixing this guitar, which is on the playlist. So you're watching part 8 right now. And this is, it's not a very valuable guitar, but he really wants it fixed. And I removed the bridge. This is it, the old bridge. I made a new bridge, improved. So this was too narrow. I made this wider. I made it slightly longer, I believe. Yeah, almost, kind of. Yeah, so it's almost the same size. It's slightly oversized. Okay, but you can see these two wings are in fact wider. And here you can see that as a close-up. I can show you. Okay, by this much. All right. Now I cleaned up the soundboard already. All right, and I think it would be better to just turn this guitar around in this direction. And now perhaps I show you a close-up from here. All right. So this is the nature of my live streams. It takes a minute, a few seconds to set up the cameras. But it's a very unique way to present. This camera lost connection a little bit. Yeah, to show what I do. Okay, as you can see, I cleaned up all the glue from the old glue joint, okay? And I also fixed these holes from under, so you should watch the previous episodes. And now the new bridge will have to go here. And because this is wider, I need to remove a lot of this finish. Well, the old bridge was overlapping the finish here anyway. And also it was overlapping the finish here as well. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to tape it up a little bit. All right. So I'll be using this low tack tape. So this is kind of like a post-it note. It's not sticky. It's just sticky enough to to stay in place. So let's put this bridge exactly where it was. This is it. Okay. Okay, so this is where the bridge was. I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm aligning it with the holes here. And now, okay, so it kind of slips a little bit, but yeah, this is good enough. And now I'm going to put this tape here. Just like that. And I'm just kind of eyeballing so that I see the same distance from this corner to the tape and here as well. For now. What else can I do? Maybe I can place a piece of tape here, and the same on the other side, like that. Okay, so this is the exact position for this bridge. Now, this bridge will be mounted here, the new one. And I'm going to want to make an incision here. So I think it would be better to place this camera here, so you can see it from this angle. I'm experiencing some connection issues with this camera. I see on the screen here. Okay. So now, I think what I want to do is I want to make an incision here, like this. So not all the way against the tape, but just pull it away a little bit and make an incision. Okay, and then I will clean up the finish all the way up till that line. Okay, and here I have a set of blades, X-Acto blades. And for this, I want to make sure that I use a fresh blade, for sure. I think this is a fairly fresh one. Yeah, it's really, really sharp. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember putting a fresh blade here. And I want to make sure that this isn't slipping as I, cut the into the finish. So I'm not sure if I should tape it down or if I should just hold it like this. You know, I feel confident that if I just hold it, that it'll be okay. But I do want to mark it off here and in the other corner, just in case it moves. I'll be able to put it back in the exact same position. So bear with me here. So I marked off the two corners. And now I need to slowly scratch the surface in multiple passes. That's the key to not push at all. Because if you push too hard, you will probably make a mistake. It'll slip. It'll push the bridge. So I'm confident that this is actually good. And I do see a small incision right there. And small amount of finish will be removed. And I will be exposing more wood, and it'll just be a better glue joint. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do a similar thing on the back. So in this case, for the back, I will need to move the bridge a little bit in this direction, just to make the incision a little bit away from once again, a little bit away from the actual edge, the same way we did here. Okay? And I guess I should move the camera in this position. Okay. Okay. So there we have it. Let's see. I'm using the two reference points or lines to move the bridge in this direction by the same amount on each side, so that I'm not rotating it, right? So how much can I move it? So this line here, this incision is already very close to the edge, so I'm not going to touch it. So what I think I'll do is I'm simply going to butt it up against that, straighten the bridge so that, once again, so that it's the same on both sides. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so here you can see it was a little bit lopsided initially. You can see where the old glue was, and you can see a smaller distance on this side between the edge and the glue than on this side. So what does this mean? This means that the bridge was more like this, and that's what I need to do with this one as well. Okay. I still want to have that clean look, so that the finish is, how should I say, tucked in underneath the bridge. So I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be too close to the edge, just in case I miss something. But it is weird that I am seeing a little gap on the base side. But again, I think it's coming from this. All right. Oh, and obviously another thing that I need to do is I actually need to cut each side separately. So I'll be cutting the base side first, and I need to move it a little bit in this direction. So that too needs to happen. Okay. Let's cut it. Maybe put a little light there. I am barely touching. So because the blade is super sharp, it cuts into the finish each time on each pass. Okay? And I think this is just fine the way it is. Now I can do the same thing on the other side. So once again, I'm using my two reference lines and referencing the back here. And I wish I had more light. Well, so why don't I use my small portable light? It's here. Place it here. Okay, this is much better. This way I can really see what I'm doing. Okay, so once again, I am distancing it from the tape a little bit. And let's just do the back first, and then we'll do the side. By the way, I have to make sure I don't cut into the wood grain at the back of the bridge. See here, I almost missed. But because we did shift it a little bit, it will be covered by the bridge. Okay, and the side. I think this is good. Yeah, so that's all we need. A little incision. It's a surface incision, obviously. And this will all be covered up by the bridge once I glue it. Yeah. So the finish will be tucked in under the bridge, and we will have a clean glue joint. Okay. So now I can put the slide away. And I can start removing the finish. Text message came in, I believe. So excuse me, I need to check. I can even check on my computer. Okay, it's not important. Music lessons. So yeah, I also have a couple of students. Okay, I'll be using a heat gun. Another text message. Okay, it can wait. And I'll show you close-ups. Obviously, I'll be using my microscope. And yeah, here it is. We see it right here, the incision that I made. And I'll be removing this finish. I could start right here. Perhaps I can start by, well, to be honest, I'm not comfortable So I need to reposition the whole thing like this. So let's see if I need heat or not, or how much heat I need. There you go. Okay. I'll start right here. So since I'm using the microscope, I can see exactly how much I'm cutting into the finish. And we want it to, we just want to remove the finish, and we don't want to cut into, we definitely don't want to cut into the wood fibers. That's exactly what we're trying to avoid now. Okay, I don't think this is going to work without heat. Another thing we want to avoid is scratching the finish in this direction. So we can scratch it here, but not here. So this is quite tedious. Yeah, honestly, this guitar was badly made. There's no other way to say it. And with badly made guitars, there's simply more work to be done. All right. So I do need my heat gun. And let's also put this camera here. Okay. So the benefit of watching these live streams is you get to see everything. Okay, here it is. And I am going to just warm up the finish here with a heat gun. Yeah, and making sure I don't overheat the finish here. It's outside of the work area, right? Yeah, maybe I need to increase the temperature a little bit. Yeah, that's right. It's not hot enough. So I'm just using my own judgment. I really don't know what it takes, how hot it should be. I would say as hot as needed, but not too hot is the way to go. So I see it's getting soft, okay? And that's exactly what we want. So I think it's hot enough. And this is a really thick finish. whatever this is. Almost feels like a gel when you warm it up. I really don't like it. I don't like working with it. Okay, maybe this is a good technique. Look at that. See, it's quite thick. So I just came up with this technique. Seems to be working fine. Yeah, it works because the finish gets soft and I can simply cut into it. It really feels like butter. And because I'm removing small slices, I'm not tearing out too much of the soundboard, I think, I hope. Maybe this is a good technique. I've never used this technique that I'm using now on any guitars. I've never encountered this type of finish on a guitar. Maybe it's removing a little more wood than I was hoping it would, but we don't have a choice. And look at all this black stuff. That's the old glue, basically. So I can already tell you this is going to take probably a couple of hours. To go all around the bridge. At this point, I cleaned up this area here, and it looks just fine. Yeah, so now I gotta continue. Maybe I can make my incision first. Okay. So another improvement I just came up with is not to cut along with the wood grain, but to cut it at an angle. I think that'll result in a better removal of the finish. Let's see. Let's check it out. Without removing too much of the wood grain, wood fibers. So if we isolate just one, let me just peel this one off. Okay. And now I am going to put the heat gun away. Just, how about here? And let's examine this one piece. And I just want to see how much wood grain is stuck at the bottom of it. So there's this cross section. Okay, this is what we see. Yeah, I guess that's the best we can do. So it's not a huge amount. It's more than I would want to, but I think it's the best we can do. All right, so we'll continue. So far, I cleaned up this little surface, and now I need to remove all this. Okay, all the way to here. Okay, and then we'll work on the other side. So again, let's take the heat gun and warm it up. This finish gets soft right away, actually. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm getting these small cuts across the wood grain. I'm not really sure if it's a good idea to continue like this. Yeah, not sure. Maybe there's a way to avoid cutting into the wood grain altogether. Here I seem to be avoiding it. All right, See, that's the thing, I'm sleepy now. Because again, I haven't slept enough. I wonder how long this is going to take. There is a tiny cut here outside of the gluing area, but fortunately it will be completely covered by the bridge. So all right. I don't know what to do about those lines. I think I just put it, leave it there. I wonder if there's a way to do this. I wouldn't do this too close to this incision. So here you have a witness line from the old bridge glue-up job, and here is where the bridge was actually exposed to the soundboard. But there was a step from here to here, and what the Hungarians didn't realize back then. Why did I say Hungarians? I don't know. Is that it would be filled, so that's a big gap to fill, and we are going to be filling the same gap. The same kind of gap here, right? There's going to be a step, but I'll be using epoxy, and that's the one of the reasons why I'll be using epoxy. There is no other adhesive that should be used in this situation. Yeah. Oh, now so I am 45 minutes into this live stream. I only removed a small portion. Well, maybe. So I wasn't working for 45 minutes, right? I wasn't. I was doing like an announcement at the beginning. So I don't know. Maybe I've been scraping this for 35 minutes. I don't know. I have to watch the replay. Yeah. Why am I doing this? So here at the back side of the bridge, we also have this incision. And we're gonna have to deal with that. So let's see if we need any heat or not. I don't know. Okay. But here we have this contamination. This is whatever glue they used to glue the bridge is black. I think heat would help. I can definitely feel the difference when it's warm. Okay. Maybe that's the best way to do it. So we remove this portion, but now we have all these horny guys waiting. Well, I hope they subscribe to this channel. You know, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm exhausted. I'm falling asleep. I just realized what I said. And I don't want to fall asleep with a heat gun running. Okay. I need some water, sorry. Did I say what I thought I said? Did I really say that? Okay. I think I started dreaming. And narrating my dreams. Okay. I'm awake now. Sorry about that. There's a customer coming in less than an hour. Okay, well, that gives us less than an hour. Okay. I think I said something about horny guys, right? Waiting or something like that. Did I say that? I don't know. I have to watch my replay. And now I have a new viewer. Sorry, I was falling asleep. I was narrating my dreams. Now you know what I dream about. Okay. Hi. And I said something about Hungarians before. Well, if I talk about if I talk about horny guys, I don't know, this video will get monetized. Yeah. Here, there's just little tiny bit. There. I tell you, they just put together these guitars these days. They just, you know, quickly, mass production, ship it out, sell it. The guitar breaks, buy another one, and forget about it, and just, you know, break it again. Maybe buy insurance, extended pro coverage, get it replaced for free. Yeah, I actually, oh, there's some glue residue here as well, still left over from my previous cleanup. You know, this it doesn't need to be completely straight anyway, right? It's going to be covered 0.5 millimeter by the bridge. Maybe it's even better if it's a jagged line. I don't know. Okay, and now what I really want to do is clean up this. You see, there was an incision made by the luthier, the builders at the factory, the kids. And it's been filled with that dark glue, so we want to remove it. Maybe expose some fresh wood fibers there. Oh, and here, I still need to clean this up. Here, look at that. This is all contaminated wood inside here as well. There's this lacquer here, or whatever this is, from the old glue up job. Or maybe this is my fish glue also mixed in. Okay, so, no, was it fish glue that I used? Yeah, I did for these plugs. Well, it's all been archived. All the work's been archived on this project. And this will all be filled with epoxy. I know it's not traditional, but nothing is traditional, but the guitars they make nowadays at the factories. Okay, we got some fish glue there as well. I'm not really sure that it's gonna do anything if I don't remove it. Okay, so back to this area here. And here I see, oh, there was a piece from the blade, right? It broke off, you see that? So maybe I should put a new blade. And then there's this etched thing, you know, with the filling, you know, for the design. I don't know, I think I'll just leave it there. I said I would leave it, and now I see myself removing it. And this piece now just chipped off. Okay, so let's see. Can I continue with this blade, or oh, this is still sharp. Yeah. I don't like that I'm hitting that area there. So maybe it's time to use a different blade. I think so. Yeah, I got some people watching, so Happy New Year, everybody. No, it's blowing hot air on my, cube, as it's, no, not cube, square payment terminal credit card thing. I need that to collect payments. Okay, so this is a little, set. It's got different blades, and I think I got the right one for the job. This one. So let me show you here. We have, this is the blade I'm going to use now for this area instead of this one, because this one is now hitting this, right? And we don't want that. So this is going to be the blade to use. So let's just switch the blade. It doesn't fit. Well, that's because I need to use this holder, or maybe this holder. Yeah, why not? That's the fancy one. So where does this go? You see, they don't give you a. Okay. Oh, come on. All right. And we have this old blade here. All right. Let's get back to work here. Will this be easier? Yes, definitely. Okay. I've already made my incision. Just making sure that it's deep enough. So here you can see the incision is away from here, right? Slightly. So it's going to end up being this portion is going to be covered by the bridge. Okay. And on this side, we end it here. Oh, look at that. It's peeling off. It's not even removing too many wood fibers. Look at that. That's good. How about I try this? New technique. That works. You see, it's a really thick finish. A thick finish doesn't exactly improve the sound. And here, it feels hard, and I think it's because it's got some of the other glue mixed in. Okay, good. Let's just make sure the incision is deep enough. Okay. Okay, I think this worked out. You can see the scratch from the previous outline. I want to clean it up, level it off as well. So I know I'm digging in deeper, but okay. This is risky business. Because if I damage the finish on the outside, it's going to be a problem. Okay. And here we have a tight corner. Okay, and now I just want to remove this part over here, from here to here. All right, and blend it in. I want this incision to disappear. Okay. And let's just continue. We have more work to do, obviously. And I think it's going to be pretty easy on this side. I really like doing this work through the microscope because, I mean, clearly I can really see what I'm doing. And I have an even better view than you do on the screen because this is a stereo microscope. So I see a 3D image. You know, I have depth perception when I look through the optical system. All right. So here now, let me zoom out a little bit here. We have from here, from this corner, all the way down to here. I think I'm going to work on this area now. Maybe I should start at the corner. And here it is. Oh, we have that design again, which is etched. So gotta warm it up. With this finish, I can really feel the difference when it's warm. It does become like a gel. And now this part, I wish I could. I'm gonna actually switch hands. Okay. Gotta be careful, I'm not really left-handed. But sometimes I need to do things with my left hand. You see, it's a bit shaky, right? Because that's my left hand holding the blade. Okay. And now I'm going to switch back to right-handed play. Looks like the rehearsal ended. Okay. I just want to get it started properly, nicely. I think I should get it started here, actually. And then work my way towards the corner. So you can see that design is just some kind of jello. Doesn't exactly straighten the glue joint. Look at that. Who came up with this? Was this really the only way to put a design on the soundboard? Okay. Okay. But I'm gonna have to dig out all of this junk. Maybe I do this later. Yeah, let's do that later. Let's just cut a little deeper and remove it. I'm using this part of the blade, you see, to kind of scrape it. Yeah, I don't want to have an incision going through the wood fibers in this direction. So we need to just, you know, scrape everything away. I know I'm removing more wood fibers, but we really don't want to have a cross grain incision under the bridge. Not even a tiny one. I said I would do that later, right? So. So one thing that I can never answer is, other question that I can never answer is, how much do you charge to reglue a bridge? Yeah, how much? Well, what is it gonna take? This is one of the reasons why I started live streaming, to be able to charge by the hour while providing full transparency. So I'm not charging this one by the hour, and you know, I obviously bid too low. There were some surprises on this project, but yeah, I have started charging by the hour, by the way. So I got some guitars. I haven't worked on them yet, or have I? Yeah, but yeah, this way it's fair. Because sometimes I just don't know what it's going to take to fix it. So it's not fair for me to take the hit. It's also not fair to overcharge. And time is valuable, because I could be doing something else with my time. So the most profitable jobs at a guitar repair shop are little jobs. But I no longer do that. I used to. Restringing, for example, or, you know, changing the output jack, installing a strap button. That just takes a minute, and, you know, you charge, some people here charge between, you know, in New York, between $35 and $55, I think, for restringing, depending on the shop. Depending on that also depends if it's a Floyd Rose guitar or a classical, or, you know. But just for the regular guitars, I think the going rates in New York are between $35 and $55 for standard 6-string guitars without any Floyd Rose systems, or, you know, no classical guitars. But I no longer offer restringing services. I have a few reasons why not. I no longer want to deal with too many customers. Because it's not just restringing. You know, I have a POS system, point of sale. So that's the app that I use to keep track of all the orders, and you know, so I need to enter, you know, the customer's name and this and that, the serial number of the guitar, and so it's just not worth it for me. This is just one of the reasons. The other reason is because I just want to offer full service only. So when the guitar leaves the shop, it needs to look like it left this shop and play like it left this shop. So some people bring guitars with, you know, in horrible condition, you know, fret cheese on the fretboard, etc. And I don't want people to show a guitar like this to a friend and say, oh, you know, I got this service done at Guitar Quackery. And then there's another reason why I don't want to take small jobs anymore. In fact, I've cut down on a number of jobs I'm agreeing to take, even if they are repair jobs. I used to work on about 40 guitars per week on average, which adds up to about 2,000 guitars per year, if you do the math. You know, but that's ranging from just restringing or output jack repair to, you know, whatever other repair job and anything in between. But I have a YouTube channel, so I want to be in a position to be able to take only guitars that I want to show on YouTube through live streams on this channel, or just, you know, record the repair work and put together a video. So this way I get paid for the work by the customer, and then that same project keeps paying me over and over again on YouTube. So the only way to get there is to focus on full service jobs. Yeah, that's my little strategy secret. It's no longer a secret, I just said it. So if I ever get to that point, you know, when people inquire about services, I would just be upfront and say, you know, if I take your job, your guitar will be on YouTube. And if I don't take your job, it's simply because I don't see an interesting video coming out of this. So in that case, I can do a referral. And I, in fact, have been doing a lot of referrals lately. Just sending people to other shops. One shop in particular, a friend of mine. Nice kid. So he deserves the work. He's very is a resourceful, a very good technician. I like his work, so let me put it this way. My friend's nickname is MacGyver. And he's been nicknamed MacGyver by a few people who do not know each other. He could definitely have a YouTube channel of his MacGyver-esque repairs. So I see a little bit of glue still stuck to the surface here of the soundboard. I think that's what I'm seeing. And this is just bad. Look at that. So they used a very dull drill bit. So instead of cutting the wood fibers, I mean the whatever, it would crush them. Okay, and then they put glue and it saturated those crushed fibers, and that's what I'm removing. Okay, all right. So at this point, this is done. This is done. So I just need to finish this part. So I think it's going well. Now the question is, can I do it with my right hand like this, or would it be better to turn the guitar around? And I think it might be easier if I turn the guitar around, right? I think so. So here is the guitar. So once I clean this, we can re-glue this bridge. Well, not re-glue. I made a new bridge, so we can glue the new bridge on. So we're not re-gluing, right? All right, let me see. How can I do this? Yeah, it'll be easier this way. But I need to plug it here. Okay. Okay. This way I also take a break from this intense work. Oh, by the way, if you like what you are seeing, just click the like button. Subscribe if you want to catch me at work in real time. This is a live stream you're watching. Well, some of you are watching a replay. In my future, in our future here, some people will be watching a replay of this. Okay. I think that'll work. I don't see why not. Yeah, we're good to go. Let me see if this works. The cable, not really. Fortunately, I got outlets everywhere. So bear with me. I don't have a shortage of outlets. So I have two of those really long power strips with multiple outlets under the bench. So I can plug it in anywhere. Okay, so just this little section and we'll be done. This is what it is here. You see this little incision. And now I am going to simply warm it up and clean it up. All right, so same thing. We make sure we cut it through the finish, well, that we cut through the finish, but not into the wood fibers. Maybe I start here. Once again, I don't have a good, I'm not comfortable. So I need to figure this out. I think I need to move this camera and my chair. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Yeah. So I hired a consultant, like I said before, for my YouTube growth. And it's someone who's actually, she's a med student. She's got her own YouTube channel. I do want to tell you who she is, but I want to talk to her first about that. And yeah, and I think she's phenomenal. She is going to work with me remotely. She's not even here, anywhere close. She lives in Rome. She's not Italian. She's a foreign student, med student. So I guess she's gonna be a doctor. But she's already financially independent because she's got a YouTube channel. So far, YouTube has only been costing me. I have made a few, dollars, and, thank you all for the contributions. There's a link that says buy me a coffee. Some people have clicked on that link and bought me coffees, and I really appreciate it. But obviously, a few coffees just won't cover the cost of all the equipment and the time spent editing. Well, I'm not editing anything for this channel, but the main channel. Yeah, so we're almost done with this part of the project. Look at that. So just what I wanted to see here is this design element exposed like this. I think it's very satisfying to look at this through the microscope. So, yeah, so that consultant, the med student, I really, I really think she's gonna be good for me. And interestingly, she's a med student, and this is guitar quackery, so that's a good match already. But she says that she struggles with some of the same challenges that I'm struggling with. Procrastination is one of them. So, yeah, I'm currently editing a video for the main channel, and I've been trying to make myself record the narrations for a couple of weeks now, 3 weeks maybe. Then I just procrastinate. So she says that she's a big procrastinator, but she still gets things done. And I need her advice. So hopefully, with her guidance, I'll be able to be more productive on YouTube. We'll see. She's not cheap, but I think she's worth every penny. I don't think that good people should be cheap. So I also don't want to be cheap. I want to charge for my time and, you know, get paid fairly. Yeah, everyone should get paid fairly. Is this my customer? Are you here to see me? Yeah, okay, give me 2 minutes. Right. Oh yeah, I'll be right there. Sorry guys, I'll have to see my customer. He's right on time. It's 7:01. It's a 7 p.m. appointment. But I'm almost done with this, so why don't I finish this, okay? He brought a bass and a guitar, so maybe I'll be streaming his instruments, I don't know. Okay, so there's a little more cleanup to be done here. Maybe I'll just do this off camera, to be honest, at this point. And all this junk here. Alright, whatever. Okay, enough. So, let's wrap it up. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, I have a customer here, so I need to say goodbye. Or maybe see you later, because I will be streaming some more tonight. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. See you soon.